Stand with your feet a small gap apart. Now we're going to use our breath as we inhale. Bring your arms above your head, stretching up, and then as you exhale, bring your arms back down to the side. So we're going to do a few more of these, working with the breath, stretching up, and coming back down. Breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Trying to stretch through your fingertips, make our arms long. That's it. Now we're going to stretch our neck a little bit, so without tilting your head, bring it to one side and hold for a moment when you reach your maximum stretch. Now the other side. We'll do it a couple more times. You can use your breath here as well. Inhaling as you bring your head to the center. Now we bring your head down, looking at our feet, stretching out the back of the neck, and then bringing the chin up, facing the sky. And we'll do a couple more of these. Just loosening up the neck. Now bend your elbows, make a loose fist, and roll your shoulders backwards. Try to make this motion as big as you possibly can. Moving your shoulders up and back. Now let's rotate in the other direction. Moving our shoulders forward and down. Bring your hands back to the sides. Now we're going to stand a little wider, toes pointing slightly out. Now we're going to rotate, initiating the movement from the hip, arms being loose. They're just coming along for the ride. So we are also returning from the hips, and the whole trunk and the head are turning too. So we're waking up our internal organs here. And then slowing down. There we go. Now bringing your arms to shoulder level, stretching through the fingertips, turning, bringing your right hand to your left shoulder and the left hand to your right hip. So we're twisting here. That's it. And then back to the center, and now twisting the other way, repeating on the other side. Just holding for a few moments. Arms back to the side and back down. Now standing with a small gap between your feet again. You're going to clasp your hands behind your back, and you can either hold your palms together here or you can open your hands and lifting your arms up and away from your back a little bit. So we're stretching out the chest area here. Now release. Clasp your hand in front of your body, turning your palms facing forward. Curve your back, bend your knees a little bit. So now we are stretching out our upper back, shoulder blades. Bring your hands above your head. Now we're going to lean over and stretching out the side. And then the other side. Coming to the center, release and bring your arms back to the side again. Now we're going to do a forward bend here. So I just want you to come down as far as you can. It could be to your knees or your shins or your feet, whatever is applicable for you. So we're just going to hold here for a few moments, stretching out the hamstrings. You can let your head hang down. You can bend your knees a little bit to protect your lower back here. So you want to feel a stretch in the back of your legs. Now you can walk your feet, so you get up on the toes a little bit, just walking your feet out. Now we're going to slowly come up and let your arms and head hang as you're coming up, slowly, slowly, slowly. And you want to take a breath here before we carry on, just so you don't get dizzy. Now, if you hold your hands behind your back with the fingertips facing each other, we're going to do a forward, a back bend here a little bit. So you want to protect your lower back, so you just do as much as you can. We'll do another couple. So looking up and arching back just a wee bit. Inhale as you look up, arching. And exhale as you come back up. That's it. Now I'm going to take my shoes off. I'm going to get onto our yoga mat. So we're going to do sun salutations here. We'll do 3 maybe 4. They're going to be all the same, and they're going to be the easiest version. So we're going to get into the child's pose first. So hero pose, you're sitting on our knees. And then we get into the child pose, stretching our arms in front of ourselves, and we can push down the fingertips into the mat, and you feel the stretch in your armpits. Now looking up, moving your hips forward, and looking up in the sky. This is the cobra pose, keeping your ankles together. Now tucking your toes under, we're going to come into downward dog. Here we can look at the middle of a mat and lifting the hip bones upwards. It doesn't matter if your heels doesn't touch, that's totally fine. Now looking up, we're going to step forward with our left foot into a lunge, looking up towards the sky. I mean, you don't have to have your hands on the mat here, you can hold them onto your knee if you like. Now we're going to step into a forward fold. So we can just let our head hang a little bit here. And then slowly rolling up to standing. This time we're going to place our hands behind again and do an easy backward bend. And then we're going to come down again, just rolling down, touching your hands to the mat if you can, or your shin or your knees, whatever you can do. Now we're going to leave the right foot forward and step the left foot back into a lunge here again. So looking up towards the sky, make sure your knee is not in front of your ankle. Tucking your toes under, we are going to come back into downward dog. So here make sure that your shoulders are away from your ears and you're moving them down towards your hips. Now we're going to come into the cobra again. So looking up in the sky and then pushing back into child's pose. So now we've done 1 round of the sun salutation, so we have 2 more to do. So we're going to do exactly the same, more or less. So looking up, moving your hips forward, placing them towards the mat, keeping your ankles together, looking up in the sky, making sure we're not hunching our shoulders, tucking your toes under, pushing up into a downward dog. Here, remember your shoulders away from your ears and lifting your tailbone upwards. Now looking up, this time we're going to step the right foot forward into the lounge. So remember, we're looking up. Again, you don't have to touch your hands to the mat here. You can hold on to your knee or your leg. Make sure you're aligned so the knee is not in front of your ankle. Now we're going to step into a forward bend. Let our head hang. Inhale as you're slowly rolling up. This time we bring our arms up above the head, a slight backward bend and into Namaste. Now we're going to inhale again, arms above the head, a slight backward bend, and then we're going to bring swan diving down, hands down to the mat in a forward bend, or you can touch your chin or your knees. Stepping back with the right leg this time, so the left leg forward into a lounge, looking up towards the sky, just holding for a few moments. Tuck your toes under and we're going to step back into a downward dog. Again, remember about your shoulders so they're not hunched. Lifting your tailbone up, looking into the middle of your mat. Now bringing your knees down and into the cobra pose here. Opening up the chest, keeping your legs together, and then we're pushing back into child's pose. Cool. So we're going to do one more round of this. Coming into the cobra pose. Tucking your feet under, pushing into a downward dog. Stepping the left foot forward into a lounge. Stepping your right foot in next to your left foot for a forward bend. Slowly rolling up. Bringing your hands above your head, slight backward bend, and Namaste. We're almost there. Inhale, arms up, arch back, swan dive, down to forward bend, touching your hands to your knees, shin or feet. You can bend your knees here. And we're coming into a lounge for the right foot forward here. You can keep your knee on the mat or you can hover it a few inches above the mat for something called the runner's lounge. Okay, and into downward dog. And then bringing the knees to the mat and into the cobra. And last, pushing into the child's pose. Bringing your arms alongside your legs and just rest in the child's pose for a moment. Okay, sitting up in hero's pose. Now we're going to come onto all fours. So make sure your knees are under your hips and hands under your shoulders. We're going to do the cat-cow stretch here. So inhaling as you concave your spine, looking up, and arching as you are stretching up, looking towards your navel. So you can just do a few of these here in your own rhythm, arching and concaving your spine, trying to find your maximum move here. Okay, back to the center. Now we're going to do threading the needles. You want to bring your arm through and resting your side of your head on the mat. So you should feel a twist in your spine here and a stretch in your shoulder. Come back to all fours. Now we're going to do the other side. So thread your left arm through the gap between your feet and your arm. Holding for a moment. And come back to all fours. Now sitting back into hero pose again. Now bringing your legs in front of you, stretched out in front of you. We're going to bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Bring your left arm around your right knee and twisting so you're looking behind. And you can place your right hand behind your back. So we're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Coming back to the center, we'll now do the same on the other side. Making sure that your spine is straight before you twist. And then releasing, coming forward with your feet in front and shaking out your legs a little bit. Now we're going to fold our legs. So we're going to put the left leg on top of the right leg. We're going to bend forward and you can stack your fists together to rest your hand. You're just going to hold here. You can put your hands flat, whatever suits you. Just come forward to whatever is comfortable for you. And then coming back up. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to place the right foot on top of the left leg. And then we're going to inhale, exhale, and bending forward. Again, you can stack your fists. And just keep breathing here. And slowly come back up Release your legs, stretch them out in front of you in the staff pose. Shake your feet, shake your legs a little bit. We're going to stretch the feet forwards and backwards. Now we're going to open your toes and then close them. So spread your toes apart as much as possible. And then we're going to roll our ankles. And then the other direction. And now we're going to shake one foot at a time. So pick it up and shake it vigorously. The other foot, yeah. Now we're going to do the same with our hands. So we're going to open and close, making fists and then spreading the fingers. Now we're going to move our hands up and down. And now with fists. And then roll our hands one way and then the other way. Now shake them vigorously. Oh, my ring was going to come off there. So shake, shake, shake. Now, time to relax. So lie down in the corpse pose with the hands alongside your body. And now just focus on each body part and relax them as I say them. So relax your feet and your lower legs. Relax your knees and your thighs. Relax your hips and your butt. Relax your pelvic area, your abdomen, your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Now place your attention on your chest and feel how it relaxes. So let go any tension. Relax your shoulders, arms, and your hands. Relax your face. Your whole body should be relaxed and tension-free. Now wiggle your feet and your hands. Shake your legs a little bit. Place your feet on the mat. Hug your legs towards your chest. And whenever you're ready, come back up to sitting. Thank you very much. Namaste. So we're going to be chanting the Aum Hari Aum mantra. So you can just join in with me.